guys. I'm set up. I am set up, you guys. Here we go. Let me make sure we're on the same page here. Hello. Hi, HT, Barbara, B, Connie, Rebecca, Bonnie, Sharon, Angela, Marjorie, Marion from Ohio, Rinchy. Good morning from Australia. Welcome. Bonnie. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kathy W. Julia. QQ, terrified about the ACA. I think we're going to be okay, you guys, because they have to win the Senate races in Georgia. There's some runoffs, so they're not going to be total assholios, in my opinion, but we can look at that later. Hi, Chrissy G from San Diego, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Yay! Okay. So it is Sunday, and I think this Trump campaign got caught quite flat-footed with a win declared on Saturday because their troll farms and propaganda machines, I don't think, work on Saturdays or the weekend. So they've had to kind of spend some time putting stuff together, and now we're seeing the attack of it now. And that's why social media things feel frenetic, kind of frayed and crazy. And now there's information coming out everywhere. My kids first thing this morning, what about this? What about that? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I got they decided on what their op was. They let us enjoy yesterday because they knew they couldn't interfere with the world celebration. So that's what they were working on. We're seeing it happen. Watch for it to gain traction. Watch for screaming provocations, and stuff is supposed to escalate and continue through the weekend. By Friday is usually when they land their biggest punch. But considering that there's ACA hearings coming this week, they probably don't want anybody to watch that. So they're going to be noisier and louder, because they don't want any coverage of that. I just don't think they're going to tear it apart with this record-breaking election, and there's Senate runoffs. And there's people who are going to be in trouble. So today, let's take a look at this. Let's just kind of ground ourselves into the earth. My viewers, my channel. Let's just stay close to earth. Just feel our weight sink into our bodies, our feet. If you're sitting down, just let that anchor from your tailbone just release and just feel the weight of that drop. And it's diving down to the center of the earth. And we're just going to let that unravel, hook us all into the earth. All this healing energy. And you can just kind of feel everything that's blasting us in the brain and in the mind and our thoughts. It's like I kind of feel like we're in a different sphere of that just can't touch us anymore. And this is where we're safe. This is where all the reality is. This is where science resides. Let's just stay there. We're going to just get out of our brains, get into our bodies. Let that all come in. Let all that fear, all the pain, it's just let that fall away. And anything that is painful and distracting, just push it down your core to the middle of the earth and just send it on its way to the earth. And then, just be aware of your aura, your protective bubble. Anything in your bubble, just send that down that cord to the center of the earth and it's not you. Anything that's in your brain, send it down your spine to the center of the earth. Let's just clear our space. Clear the pain, clear everything, the confusion. Make our auras nice and shiny and strong, cover them with roses. So anything trying to get to you, the roses just eat it up and neutralize it. Better yet, you can use some poppies. Okay? take a look at my grandfather's World War II medal. The United States of America. Freedom from fear and want. Freedom of speech and religion, 1941, 1945. Our Veterans Day is Armistice Day. It's Remembrance Day. You see these, I always buy these from the veterans who are selling them. Thank a veteran, buy a poppy. I stick these up in my sun visor in my car so I can always see them. But I love the poppies. I love having the poppies. So I'm going to put it here. And then remember, this is the dish was made in occupied Japan after the Hiroshima the bomb was dropped and their government was being reformed. We helped them through that. We've gotten through worse. They want a World War III. We're not. We just hugely sidestepped that. Stay close to Earth. That's where our power is. We breathe deeply. Put that right here. So how are you doing, my friends? How are you doing? Hi. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Rose. Yes. So Armistice Day, Remembrance Day is November 11th. It was on that day, the 11th day of the 11th month at the 11th hour, to remember. This more traditionally is like our Memorial Day for other countries. Remembrance. We've given, so many have given so much worldwide to have a world that is freedom of fear and want and freedom of speech and religion. And we fought back, you guys. We fought back. And so today, early today, was it early today? Well, it was at 8:46 in Washington, D.C. We had a first quarter moon. The universe is moving on, even though the Trump admin is trying to catch up and dominate the media. It's been so nice to not hear from him and have the media talking about something else for several days. That is going to be a huge relief and healing for our country come inauguration, because there will be zero reason to be covering donholio. Zero reason. So that part is going to feel normal. For entertainment purposes only, this quarter moon was at 16 degrees Scorpio Leo. So let's talk about this. There are going to be major shifts this week. On Friday, I believe it's Friday, Mars finally goes direct. It's been retrograde since September 11th. I've been saying all along, Mars retrograde in Aries causes one, because Aries rules the head and the brain, the thinking capacity of the brain, ideas that cut and slice through like a knife, one that is perceptive and provocational. It will fight. But the thing is, when it's retrograde, we look within. So since September 11th, this Mars retrograde has caused everybody to wake up, hello, and look within. And then, because Venus has been dominating the sky, she's not weak, everything about values has come to the surface. And Venus, the divine feminine, has had dominion over things. Because Mars retrograde, Mars cannot defend the indefensible. This nation, this world can no longer defend the indefensible. So when this Mars goes direct on Friday, it's going to be a jolt. But Mars is just waking up. It's still going to be sleeping. It's not going to get its momentum going for about a week or two. But everything that's been set in stone that has carried forth while Mars has been retrograde, upholding our values, defending what's right at our core, it's like there's a replay. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. And because this administration is slow to react, think of all the corruption they've gotten caught in the last 2 months that they can't defend, that's been coming to the surface, Mars is going to go direct, and now it's going to barrel through all that. And it's like going to knock everything down because it's so incongruent with what is expected with our values and what we're going to defend. And it's going to go direct while Mars is down here at the bottom of the chart. Our people, our clan, our ancestors, our family. And Aries in the United States chart is in the exact same place. On the ascendant, the thing that gives life, we have Sagittarius, which has to do with the rule of law, the Justice Department, our law enforcement, higher education, our faith. We have Pisces on the bottom, we've got Virgo at the top, but for the most part, mostly we have Aries there. Mostly we have Libra there and Justice. So this is the quarter moon that I want to take a look at. It has a lot of interesting things. Now, remember, what was so critical about this full moon that we had, and we felt it all day yesterday, was the fact that Chiron, the wounded healer, was at the bottom of this chart in Washington, D.C., where the gravitational force was beneath the feet of the monument. Was Chiron, the wounded healer, the deepest wound in Aries, the individual, but the frontier of our nation, defending our nation. The wounded healer was right there, promising that there would be a major healing. And that's what this entire horoscope rested upon, was that healing. And it took a while to trickle in, but we felt it yesterday. The world felt it yesterday. That is what we were energized with to heal ourselves in our nation's capital. The earth element brought stability. The hanged man changed so many perspectives. And so this is where we're leaping off from. And look, it's so complementary here. Whereas Aries 5 was on the lower heaven, now it's Pisces 27. But there's a lot of Aries energy there. These areas that were intercepted and locked in, like Donald was trapped all week, well, now it's broken free. So he's got some more wiggle room, which is what they're doing. That's what we're seeing today. So the Biden win was announced when the moon had moved over here with that last full moon in shared resources, life-death transformation, espionage, things that are taboo, politics, surgery. And the moon in this quarter moon is picking up right still in that 8th house. So that momentum continues. The other thing that I love so much, Biden is a Scorpio. He was meant for this role. It was a long time coming, but as a Scorpio, he's transformational. He's brave. He's got that X-ray vision that he can see what people really can't see right away. And he's got integrity in spades, and will call it out. He doesn't care. And you know what the thing is? His stuttering, he has a Mercury in Sagittarius. I think that's where he gets tied up on his words. Mercury's not strong in Sagittarius, and then Sagittarius blows everything up. So it's like he has so much to say and trips on his words. And then Scorpio's like, stay on point. But I kind of appreciate when I start to see a little bit of that stutter. It has to do with his intense knowledge about the law, his integrity, morals, and his faith. And he's trying to get it all out there, and it kind of gets jumbled a little bit. No big deal. So this is going to continue. What's in the skies over Washington, D.C.? Oh, this is it. Yes. Oh, this is... I'm genuinely excited, and this is just going to be such a schadenfreude, delicious thing all week. We got to talk about this. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me get the USA chart. I really was organized. I really was. Here. Is this it? No. That's the soul. Okay. You know, I try all the time to try to be prepared. Okay. So here's a good story. This is so awesome. Wait, let's look at Donald's chart. So, I can't. So, remember back a little while ago, I can't even remember what month it was, Donald's biggest pain, his Chiron, how democracy is so wounding and painful for him. So this is the USA chart. Okay, so let's just talk about Donald's pain that is going to be super duper on display this week. Super duper duper duper. He doesn't have a choice. So in the US chart, in the 10th house, in the skies over Washington, D.C., we have one Libra. Libra is actually intercepted in this 10th house, which is the public skies, our highest achievements, what the world sees. So in Libra, that has to do with the scales of justice. The United States is known for her democracies, her institutions, the law of justice being fair. That is our biggest, that is how we are known. I mean, look at Lady Liberty. This is what crowns the United States of America. And here we have Saturn. Saturn in an air sign, but Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. Saturn is about stability. It crystallizes things. So if we're going to crystallize an air sign, it means we're crystallizing the ideas of justice and bringing them into form. So in the 10th house, this is actually, this real estate is owned by Capricorn. So now we have Saturn, who is here in its own natural place of its real estate in the 10th house, which makes it that much stronger. It can do what it naturally does. And Saturn does so well in the sign of Libra, because Libra is the scales of justice. And so Saturn always stabilizes those things. So our Justice Department, our rule of law, our Constitution, that which we believe in democracy crowns our nation, and everybody knows it. And in this quarter moon now, Venus is at 14 degrees Libra. Venus represents gains, income, our values. It represents votes. It represents love. It represents the feminine. In the skies over Washington, D.C., a lot of attention is going to be paid attention there to the scales of justice in her dominion at 14 degrees Libra, conjunct the United States Saturn. So she is getting off our votes, our love of justice, got off with the footing of a called election. And these ideas now are like cemented. You can't move this, especially off this election. And so this is the beautiful thing we have going for us. And even though it is in square to Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn here in the second house, it's still separated by a significant number of degrees. It'll get tighter as the week goes on, but they're going to keep trying to play this story about the authority figures and the votes, that there's some sort of contrast here that's not being listened to. But the moon, she is tethered so beautifully here in the 8th house that the Scorpio and all can see. We can see right through that BS. And the moon represents the will of the people. So in in Donald's chart, this is why he hates democracy. It's his biggest pain in the bust. So you know how I was talking at this full moon, the United States had the asteroid Chiron here, where the entire horoscope of Washington, D.C. was balancing that the United States was going to have to heal a wound that nobody else, no other expert could ever heal. It had to come from us individually. That was the glee that we were feeling with the world, healing that persistent wound. That's the power of a wound that's been standing for so long that has to be healed. Donald's Chiron is at 14 degrees Libra. Venus is at 14 degrees Libra. So there's his literal pain, his deepest wound that he only himself can heal. Nobody else, not the justice system. This is the burden he carries, is on this. I can't even, like, my eyes feel like they are welling up. They want to cry so hard right now because this hurts him so badly. His Chiron is activated in the skies all week. With justice there, the thing he's trying to manipulate that he can't, on display. This is his biggest wound. This is why he doesn't like democracy. This is why he complains, that's not fair. It's never fair. He only wants, quote, legal ballots. He thinks the rules are unfair to him if he's not winning. That's why he sounds so crazy when he just cries that things aren't fair, because he can't cheat. He thinks cheating is the only way he can heal this wound of fairness that he hates. And on top of it, not only is his Chiron there, the Juno asteroid is right there. Juno looks like this, and that represents marriage agreements. So he is wedded to his deepest pain when it comes to democracy. And the only way he can heal that deepest wound is to topple this Saturn and get rid of democracy. He can't. And that actually, that for him is all in his second house of income gains and values. His values are anti-democratic. His values are, of course, about cheating. His values are the gains that he can get by cheating. And now all of that is in the skies of Washington, D.C., in this election where he is the biggest loser of all time. And that is just the way his astrology is set up. He sounds like a totally asinine, incoherent when he starts ranting about that stuff, but there's a logic in why he does. And so, his biggest pain, you think it's losing this election? It is democracy, this pain that he's going to live and die with and go on and carry this. We'll talk about that later. That's what's on display. I would like to mention that this Mercury has gone direct. It is now at 27 degrees Libra. It is conjunct Vice President-elect Harris's son. The messaging, the winning, the balance, the justice. She is shining so brightly right now. The other thing I want to tell you that's happening with this chart, we have Pluto is exactly 22 degrees, 47 minutes here in Capricorn. And the second house of income, gains, values, votes, transformation. At the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, Saturn-Pluto was exactly 22 degrees Capricorn, 47 minutes. This is an exact match. No one can overcome this. And if this tells you what the Saturn-Pluto conjunction had in mind for the change in world governments and the structure of world power and their governments, this is very good for democracy. The other thing about this chart, this moon representing the people is at 16 degrees Leo, 37 minutes. Also at that Saturn-Pluto conjunction, the moon was 17 degrees, 13 minutes in the 5th house of the sun, the Photis. He is nailed to this. Nothing can be undone from this. It is written in the stars. And look at that. I think when the election was called for Biden at the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, Venus was around 12 degrees Libra in this area of public servants, our elections, day-to-day activities. And there's the vertex right at 13 degrees. So I bet when this election was called, Venus was at 13 degrees Libra. The vertex is where different axes of our earth and the heavens and the skies come into play, and it's almost like a jar opens up, and all of the synchronicity and all of the karma, all of that comes in to play. And that door opened wide up here with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. I'm telling you guys, this thing is active like crazy. And then it further fuels our love of justice in the United States of America. So all that is standing so strong here in this chart. There is nothing they can do. The ascendant here at 10 degrees Sagittarius, this has to do with faith. It has to do with our law enforcement, lawmakers and the rules that we make. That was at 10 degrees Sagittarius. I have told you over and over that monster supermoon, full moon eclipse was actually January 21st of 2019, not January 19th. You get what I mean? The midpoint here, this was the exact midpoint then, the beginning of the end of Donald's presidency. This was the midpoint of Mercury, the messages, our agreements, Sagittarius, lands overseas, foreign powers, and the ascendant, the thing that gives the United States life. Watch how this happens. Watch how this plays out with contracts, messages, court cases. That January 21st was the beginning of the end of his inauguration. He's done. Done. I mean, it is just... It's written in the stars, and it's like we're pouring cement over it at this point. He hasn't a chance. Okay, so let me check in with you guys, see how you're doing, and then we're going to draw the tarotscope, okay? How are you guys doing? How are my friends? Oh, hey, thank you. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Francis, thank you so much. Oh, yes, I have to hit the like button. Celebrating Bonnie. Hey. Okay, it is written in the star. Yes, E, you got it. Yep. Yes, we're in heaven. This is happiness, right? Okay. Hi, Larry girl. Okay, let me grab a drink of water. Well, this is coffee. Let's see what this tarotscope has to say. So, I didn't mark this up earlier, but let me do that now. The ascendant, you guys know that's the eastern horizon. You guys, wasn't yesterday just so totally amazing? My body just went limp. I couldn't stop smiling all day long. Like my face hurt. And I'm like, I am out of shape with the smiling. I need to be smiling more. So hopefully, you know, this is going to be like an extreme makeover for anti-aging stuff, right? Because now we don't like have all that crazy stress. Well, we do. But you guys, we just averted a totally, majorly disastrous, disaster everything. So this is the ascendant. Get this here. One. My handwriting gets a little sloppy. 5. This is just going to be so guys, okay, so remember last week on the ascendant was Neptune, the card Neptune, the sacrifice card, and I was like so worried about a major prominent person passing away. Sean Connery, rest in peace. He's like, there's no peace. I'm having fun. Passed away. But then the sacrifice, I think, was Donald with his losing the election and all the people that are going to get thrown under the bus. I think, I don't think it's good for him. Oh, I'm not current. Okay. Oh, no. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me make sure I am at the same. Okay. Oh, what? He passed away today? Oh. Did he have cancer? Oh my God. Oh gosh. What do we know if it was when? Was it, do you know what time, do you have a time of day on that? Because this was at 8:46 a.m. Eastern time. So, oh my gosh. Okay, that's a bummer. See, I haven't even been paying attention to the news. Everything is, like, all of my news feeds, everything has just gone wild crazy again today. Like, I just feel like it's speaking like a different language, which is just all the interference that is out there now because he lost. He totally freaking lost. It was this morning. Oh, it was pancreatic. Okay. Yeah, you know what? This Venus now in Libra, so when Venus was retrograde last summer, it started in Cancer and went into Gemini retrograde. And so like our Ruthie, it's kind of, and Elijah, their passings related to that pancreatic cancers seem to trip them off where Venus was in their chart because Venus rules the pancreas. It is a Taurus sign. And there's been a lot of pancreatic, diabetic type of problems. And so I wonder too if the people who are succumbing also with the cerveza virus, you know, pre-existing diabetes is really going to take a strong toll. I wonder if that's, part of the second wave because Venus now has been now in Libra in the fall season. So those who were compromised over the summer, it showed up in the fall. And we had all those eclipses. That's how energy gets carried on from one season to the next, and it's our health. This is why we want to try to always start off the seasons correctly with the right health and needs, body needs in place. So Venus in Libra right now, it would be a really great thing if you protect your kidneys and your pH balance and stay hydrated. That benefits you more than just beyond this fall. It's the framework for every subsequent season, every subsequent birthday. See, and that's like another thing I want to go into. Okay. For entertainment purposes only, I'm not a doctor. And I do not pretend to be one. I'm just saying what this says. Okay, so in the first house of self, in Washington, D.C., astrology, we have a grand trine, blessings. I think we had that card last week. I just want to see where it was at this full moon. Oh no, that was the Grand Cross Provoker. Different card. Area of Secrets. The fourth house, our roots. And Mars is going to go direct. This is the secret. There's an op going on that's trying to manipulate the pain, and it's like, we know who we are. We're sticking with that. And the hidden enemy here in the 12th house. Lunar eclipse. Change is here. So usually that lunar eclipse change has showed up as bad news for donholio and Vlad. And so the north node is at 20 Gemini. So the south node lunar eclipse is right here, which comes right before Donald's natal moon. So again, he's being eclipsed. Right off the bat, that was the secret, the hidden enemy last full moon. And it's still, it's still the hidden enemy. Hopes, wishes, friends, science, humanitarian. We've got Gemini. So Donald thinks he's got some friends. And what's crowning Washington, D.C. astrology? Fire element desire. Yep, everyone is going to be fired up. So he really, really wants something, and really, really, really wants it because it's really, really, really painful. This pain that he carries, that I was talking about with Chiron, the wound he's carrying is dominating everything. He's going to go berserk. Lands far away. What do we have? The north node, life's purpose. That is also our faith. And the lawmakers, the laws, the rule of law. It is so nice to see this here, because usually we get a manipulative Vlad here. Like, yeah, I know what's going on. I have fire and desire too. No, north node. This is like USA Justice is going forward. 8th house, shared resources. 2nd house, owning. So shared resources, owning this with the moon in Leo, the sun that represents the photos. We're going to find out about his assets that he shares with people. This is also about taxes, other people's money, other people's data, other people's votes. Oh man. Oh man. And the 2nd house here, this Venus owns this real estate. Ooh, this is gonna get good. 2nd house owning. He's getting owned. This area of partnerships, open adversaries. What do we have here? Oh, part of fortune, increase. someone's getting the increase, and this is we the people. So this is like the Wheel of Fortune, you guys. And the North Node is right there, going forward with our laws. Part of fortune. Increase. Okay, in this area, the 6th house, public servants, day-to-day routine, military, public servants. Cancer, I feel. So this again, like the Cancer, the I feel is, you know, of course, taking the temperature of the people. But it's, I also feel like this is also about setting trends, setting narrative. Oh God, looking for an actor to be provoked, setting something up, AI, artificial intelligence, something social media. It's already here. We can all feel it. 5th house of the sun. Uranus is there. Unexpected news. 5th house of the sun. What's going on in astrology? We have Venus. Love. We love. There's love for the office of the President of the United States. I have never seen this here before. I really don't think I have. Oh. 4th house. Our roots, our karma, our ancestors, who we are in Washington, D.C. Pisces, I believe. That is, look at that. Chiron is right there. More healing, I believe, and fighting for one another. Oh, I love this. 3rd house, communications, neighborhoods, sisters, brothers, family. Digital communication. This doesn't. What is it? Nope. Which one is it supposed to be? This one. What is this? The 11th house of friends. Ooh, friends. There's that Mercury conjunct Kamala's sun. Gemini, so he's thinking about his friends. Neptune, their deception and how they think they're going to help him. 2nd house, income gains values. The 6th house, routine. So these are your public servants, transition routines. This is very mercurial. The government going here. And on the ascendant, we have the water element sensing. That's all that AI as well. Oh. You guys, this is so, I don't get reversals here. So Sagittarius, I see. Usually this is donholio making plans with lad overseas to get something done. But it looks like it's the rule of law is like overturning all that crap. Oh, man. Water element. Sensing. Sagittarius, I see. I see that you're done, donholio. Let me get my crystal ball. They look like cards. So that's kind of cool. How are you guys? How are you doing? Before I get this next deck out of here. I love these cards. So this seems like it might be kind of a nice week, better than others that we've had. Oh my gosh, this man baby. Okay, so I'm going to do a tarotscope just on, so since we're switching gears here, this I've been moving towards more with yeah, maybe Crystal. Hey, T-Barb. Oh, Scott's here. Hi, you guys. Jill in basement. Okay, Scotty's here. Hello, my friend. Okay, so let's leave. Oh, man, there's a lot of stuff that says reverse this, reverse this. They're like, Yeah, so this is the deck I've been going to on the side as we're heading into our new, both of these, new era, our new government, our transition piece. Although this super beat up deck, I love this deck so much. It is like a chatty box of little munchkins that just are so excited to talk and talk story. We're still hanging on to this one, but I just love, this has been such a nice friend. And I just felt it say, see, we love being on camera. But this is for more like the new order of things that are coming. Do I got to go like, that feels better. Is this how it's supposed to be? Okay, you both fell out. They say we want to be on the ascendant. Okay. Okay, what's happening in this first house over the Washington, D.C.? The Queen of Swords, that's the court, the rule of law, our courts, the fights that are going to be happening in courts. What's the secret? Ooh, the Knight of Cups. The offers that he's making just are not getting through. There are people who were very supportive. They are not going to come through. The hidden enemy in D.C. Trying to turn the Queen of Pentacles. So those are all the votes that have been cast. This is the hidden enemy trying to overturn all those votes. Hopes, wishes, friends. We have Gemini, I think. Tarot. What do you think? We've got Mercury and the Sun. What's going on here? So 5 of Pentacles. So this is usually my voter suppression card. These are all the people who couldn't vote, who voted. But this overturned hopes, wishes, friends, hoping that some of these votes can be thrown out, hoping for disqualification, but it's also about making amends, healing this part of being left out, moving forward with that. What's crowning Washington, D.C.? The Magician is manipulation. What's crowning Washington, D.C. are these guys trying to manipulate all the information they have towards their benefit. And it's not working. Lands far away. The law. Putin's house. What's going on here? The Lovers, still trying to work this one out overseas, but it's also we the people who are just in love of having a lot of faith in where we're going and total contentment and happiness and love that we're sharing with our allies. Aw. Shared resources. The 7 of Wands, fighting back. Everybody's trying to fight back. Partnerships. Celebration. This is we the people. We are truly in celebration and victory. 6th house, day to day. Oh, and that's with the part of fortune, the wheel of fortune. So increase for us. There's going to be even more. Stay tuned. 6th house, public servants, day-to-day activities. We have the 10 of Wands. All of those burdens. This is a type of espionage with data. Public servants, they cannot access this data for manipulation anymore. And this is, I feel, we're done with these burdens of view disasters is 6th house public servants. Things are turning over and they cannot stop this. And they can't stop. This has to do with votes and gains and value. The government is trying to it's not going to work. 5th house of the sun, Venus in love. What's going on here? The government, a real government authority is intact. The adults, the grown-ups are here. 4th house defenses are clan, I believe. The 5 of Swords. We came, we saw, we voted, we kicked your butt. No doubt about it. We're healing ourselves. We're moving on. 3rd house communications. Oh, trees and weasels. Trees and weasels. Heartbroken. Looking for a friend. Help me out here. Help me out. Turn that over. 2nd house income gains values. We have the Emperor overturned is the coup. They in DC still want this to happen, and the guy who thinks he's the Emperor at the behest of Vlad is not being successful. The cards on the ascendant giving life to this chart, we have the Page of Swords. So usually these are like spies, rabble rousers. But like this, they're a little bit shy, a little withdrawn, kind of maybe not as fiery, maybe because there's not as many to help out. And we're so emotional. This is Russia getting what they want. Get out, Russia. Donald's not getting what he wants. We have water element sensing, Sagittarius, and faith was overturned. I think this is more like, wow, what a difference a week, a day makes. I just feel like a lot behind the scenes, people are taking stock. Yeah, and those people at USAID and other places getting fired, that's because they're caught. They gotta try to burn all that up. They can't. They can't. They're so caught. They've been caught for so long, they don't even know it. So this will be interesting. Thumbs up, yeah. Oh crap, buffering again. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it. The R word. I was breathing, that's what it was, Deseret. I think so. Listen to me. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. I was joking. I was totally joking. I went up to the microphone and breathed so hard, and it like the app, it just flashed off. Wow. Okay, guess I can't do that anymore. How are you guys doing? That was no, Deseret, no garlic. I brushed my teeth and everything. Maybe it's the coffee, but it's just so triggery, huh? Buffering is very limited, but I have my, set to the lowest setting. Okay. My goodness gracious. Okay. We love you, YouTube. You don't have to be so buffery. Just send some love to the channel. See how much we love you, YouTube. We think you're the best. kind of. Yes, I'm so grateful for this channel. I'm so grateful that YouTube is able to deliver a consistent platform for me to speak with all of you fine, wonderful people. I love YouTube. I love YouTube. I love YouTube. Maybe I'll even get a YouTube like premium. Sign up for that thing if I stop buffering. Maybe it would be worth it to invest in that. What do you think, YouTube? Should I? Should I? Huh? What do you think? So just think about it, YouTube. We really love you. You really love us. Listen to me as the Jedi. Okay. We love YouTube. We love YouTube. Yes, we love YouTube. Oh, I feel like I gotta go do that. Okay, so this is the tarotscope for donholio. Because YouTube, like you, we love donholio. Yes, is it calming down now? Love you. Love you, YouTube. Love you, YouTube. Okay, so this is the tarotscope. Show me donholio this week. Donald. Because YouTube, we know you love Donald. We know you do. You know, maybe we should just talk some more about how much YouTube loves the Donald. Right? Okay. Tarot. Belongs here. Grand Trine Blessings for donholio. Whoops. Ooh. Boy, this feels so frazzled. I can't even get a grip on these cards. Wow. Let's try again. Are you intimidated by that other deck? Maybe you should cover that up. We'll put this one away. Over here, you don't have to look at it at all. You feel, oh my gosh, it literally feels better. That deck was causing it. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, so how you doing? Your identity. Who are you this week? Talking about votes. What's the secret? Fourth house roots. You've got a secret. What's about this? Multitasking, trying to balance the votes. I believe. He's got the 5 swords there. Mafiosos. What's the hidden enemy? It's getting eclipsed. donholio. Oh. Maybe trigger a riot on the ground. Wheels are falling off, so everybody, let's riot. Turbulence. So Gemini's thinking about friends and places with these suppression measures. What is that about? Oh, there's been a lot of disappointment. I don't think that this is like my China, Russia, North Korea card. They can't interfere anymore because I think this is why he wanted the election called on election night, because while things were happening behind the scenes, that was that red mirage. They can't inject themselves in this anymore because for the most part, everything's been counted. So disappointed, maybe some acceptance, maybe nice. Is there a friend that's pleading guilty? What's crowning you this week, donholio? Lots of desire, fire desire. The burdens. Really trying to protect the self right now. Oh, thank you very much. Really trying to protect self. Stand his ground. Exhausted though. We love you, YouTube. 9th house far away, YouTube. We love you. The North Node. What's happening with the law and friends like Vlad? Donald. An unconventional government is over there. And now it also has a life purpose. The government that's been turned over. We have the Lovers here. Things are moving forward. Shared resources. Because this is second house owning the Emperor, day to day, the routine. So, oh, he's weak. Oh, fighting back because he's really weak. The RUSSHER's weak. Oops. Partnership. Let's go, donholio. Republican Party, the family, or it's your opposition that has united and is increasing, and so I think that's more because he gets really jealous. 6 Souths, day-to-day routine, military, public servants. We have the mafiosos. Winning unfairly, you guys. This is his pain. How all these people came out to win and vote. Day to day, how to overcome this. It is just overwhelming. 5th house of the sun now, donholio. That's your office. Yes, it is. And yes, the Justice Department, equality. Yes, it's happening. Yes, Venus. Isn't that interesting? I told you what this is all about related to his wound. This is Libra. It's ruled by Venus. It's up here in the 10th, up here. This is the office of the president. We've got a yes, an extra yes, meaning justice happens. There's no manipulation here. The government is moving forward. That's moving forward. The 4th house on the ground, defenses, home, defending of home, donholio. You have, oh gosh. So that dynasty is kind of shattered. Ooh. Messaging with your friends. I'm done. I want to retaliate. I want to revenge. There's going to be a reprisal. I can't wait for the sun to rise. Damn. So income gains values. The Emperor turned over. 10 of Wands. Those burdens. That espionage with data. Oh. That's the Russia. The Empress on the ascendant. That's a lot of votes. A ton of votes in the United States. There's the youth vote and the moneyed news, the voting news, and there's a tower behind there for donholio. Wow, is that? So they're going to be trying to do a lot of crap this week to piss people off and get your eyes off the ball. They cannot. We have seen it for how many weeks in a row? Things keep moving forward, but it's going to be nuts because Mars is going to go direct, and maybe that's when this thing shatters. So let me write this down. So we're going to put Donald in red. So we've got the Empress, Page Pentacles. This is DT. This is the Queen of Wands reversed. All these tens. 3 tens right in a row down here. Man. Oh. Ouch. 10, 10, 10. We're done. We're so done. Done, done, done. Yes. Justice. This is DT. This has just taken such a new form this week. I love how different it already feels. Two of Pentacles. I'm so looking forward not having to drop all my stuff every day because something else happened, and I know that it traces back to some other type of fraud or corruption. How are you guys doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Booking one more time closed off for me. Okay, I guess, let's see. I kind of find their hopeless pursuit because it keeps them from doing. We should ask cards, where did they get your address? Oh, no, I'm not even going to go there, Scotty. Goof. Okay, so we want to do President-elect. What's going on with President-elect? Oh gosh, do these just feel shiny and bright and clear as a whistle? Oh wow. He's like, I'm here. I'm here. This feels like the karmic North Node moving forward. It feels so nice. It feels so nice. Okay, who are you in Washington, D.C.? President. I guess I love you, YouTube. I don't think I'm allowed to say his name though, right? 2, okay. There's agreements. Agreements, I think, with the people. The White House! Yes! That's who he is! That's who he is! Grand Trine blessings. Hello! It's done. What's the secret? What's the secret? PEB? That's what I'm going to call him. Because resident pay, elect A, Iden Bay. PEB. What's the secret? Can't overturn the count. You can't change it. He knows they can't change it. The hidden enemy. What donholio is trying to do. All of that data, I just feel like, oh, I think he's worried that it might be destroyed. I don't know. 11th house, hopes, wishes, friends, PEB. Got Mercury and the sun there, Kamala and you. Hoping that they don't try to manipulate donholio, manipulate the outcome, and trying to not manipulate with the China. It's crowning you in Washington, D.C., PEB. He's got a plan. He's got a message. All of our friends. Look at all of our friends. Everybody's coming out for the party. They're all here. It's like Simba, Lion King, right here. I got a message. Lands far away. No, this is faith, plans, legal, North Node, life's purpose, PEB. Coming in fast. Coming in so fast. Not being shy, not going to hide. It's coming in fast. Like whiplash. Shared resources. Income gains values, PEB. We're no longer going to retreat and act like we're like second best to the media and just observe and watch things. We are out. This is a delicate time. We have to deal with cerveza and what's going. This is what's driving the speed of things because too much of this is happening and we've got to stop it. PEB, partnerships, open adversaries. What's the most important? The law. the law and the will of the people. 6th house, day-to-day routine. He's trying to come back. Donholio is trying to do things with our military day-to-day. We have to end this. 5th house of the sun, PEB. Oh. Which way does this go? I've got a plan. He is so far ahead of the game with the visionary and everything he's going to be investing into the office, everything that we're doing. There's love. The government is behind him moving forward. Defending home. We're going to end the mafiosos. There is a definite clear ending to what we've been. This is like laying down the gauntlet. We are done with how they've trampled so much at home. We're going to defend against them and work on this wound, our pain. These are our priorities. We've had too many people die at home. We've had too many sacrifices. Messaging, 11th house friends, PEB. He can't get into office. Are these are like the 3 branches of government? Yes, no? These are the 3 branches. Yes, but it's not as making the cabinet stuff is still being sorted out. Income gains values, PEB. Overturn the Donholio Putin connection, what it did, and expose what happened to our government, our income, our monies, our values, how this is going routine day to day. We've got to end this. Oh, look at, this is who's the star, PEB. There he is, Mr. Resident PElectJB, item A. I think I like that. Let me write these out. What other questions do you guys have? Think about that. So we have the star, King Wands, 4. And we have the yes, 4 Wands. The Lovers. This feels like unfinished business with our election, and I feel like there's like fraud or something else like that coming out. I love you, YouTube. I love you so much. I can't wait to sign up for more YouTube and send YouTube all my money. How's it working? Queen Swords. Okay, just feels very, very nice. How are you guys doing? Fortune of the Senate. What's going on in Oklahoma? Mike Epps. Yeah, you know what? I think, you guys, I'm not allowed to read on this. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. There are some things that are breaking forward abroad. I am not allowed. I'm just been told I can't read on the Senate. I'm sorry, I cannot. I would like to, I cannot. I will tell you intuitively and what I've seen here, it's not done. It is far from over with what's going on there. Because right now in the short term, trying to keep Donholio contained is like a really, really important issue day to day, especially with all this outbreak. It's the transfer of power is what is happening, because this wound he is feeling is oh my God. Okay. That's what's happening with Donald. He guys, he feels like he's gonna lose. He is. What happens with this with donholio? His Chiron. Show me this pain, this Chiron. Because I think this moon has already moved into the 9th house. So this is like when he has his talks with Vlad. And for a couple days, it's like he gets away with whatever he wants, and he comes up with these crazy plans. And then all of a sudden, when that moon comes over the midheaven in Washington, D.C., it explodes and blows up in his face. Then no one's going to save him. No. So in the days before, holy crap, you guys. So in the days before Mars goes direct, so I'm going to say like Wednesday, are going to be some really, really, really rough days for this administration, because Mars goes direct on Friday, and then on Saturday we have the Scorpio new moon. These are the wishes we really have to pay attention to as far as our security goes with this transfer of power. So you guys, please, in the community or on Twitter, if you guys have ideas on collective wishes for this new moon in Scorpio, I cannot tell you how important it is. Our PEB elect is a Scorpio, life and death. He and Mamala are going to need some added protection, and I just am getting that this is going to be really, oh my God. This is what I'm worried about, his wound, his biggest wound. The Senate stuff can wait a little bit. There are procedures that are being set in place. I have total faith that they're all in this, but we have not heard the last, because I think I'm not allowed to read on this. I'm not allowed. There's a lot of things coming out that are ongoing right now overseas that we've been talking. Oh my God, you guys. And then there was stuff that came out in Rome today with the arrest made in the Vatican. Thank you. I think it was Love Mother Earth, or it was Kimberly sent that to me. So hold tight. Don't stress over that. We'll focus on that at the new moon. We're in this 3rd quarter moon, so things that have been set into motion, it's like the final push. And we've got a very upset. What is this about this pain? How is he going to act out? Okay, so this is fighting and competition, and this is just like totally stopping obstruction to the point, stop, isolate, bringing everything to a halt. I don't think that's reconciliation. This is just beyond obstruction. Trying to delay the end of his thing. He can't keep up. He cannot keep up with everything that's being demanded, and which results in making even worse choices. Utter, total heartbreak, betrayal. He can't cover that up anymore. It's like, what's happening? I'm going to take some radical action now, because I can't cover that up, because here is my campaign. That is all being exposed. I owe money. I've got some bills to pay. And really, really bad news coming in from overseas. What's that bad news about? So this is usually news from abroad, like news from like the Middle East or the RUSSHER. This is really bad news. It's horrible bad news. Intelligence is all over them, and you cannot slow it down. He's trying to be cautious, but then again, the decisions have been made. There's no rectifying this, and he wants people's heads. This is just really, 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 really. So then what? This bad news, and then trying to blend the bad news, but he's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. The guys overseas say, hi, yeah, we like you. We don't like you. You're out. So he's getting thrown under the bus. He's getting thrown under the bus. This was over here. Shared resources are very weak. There's like no hope with the rusher. Very weak. He does not want to accept what's been given to him at all. Gonna try some blackmailing. Who are you blackmailing? Who are you blackmailing? Who are you blackmailing? You're just gonna try to stop everything and blackmail everyone. What's this blackmailing? Who are you blackmailing? Who are you blackmailing this week? What's the basis of this? We've got someone who knows about all of the these type of things that have happened under this administration beyond the cerveza. He doesn't want this. There's so many more of these. I've touched on these here and there. A lot of things related to what happened in Rome. What's crowning the blackmail? That he is, yes, those people who know about the interference, because they can't stop. So this is really some hardcore, oh my God, hardcore stuff. Because in the past, the agreements, he had agreements with so many people. That tradecraft, the data, the information, the voter registrations, that cannot come out. He does not want that to come out. How do we see you with the blackmail trick? I feel like he's running around with his head cut off and he's just impulsively going from one thing to the next. The environment is not a shared celebration. He's trying to go back to the way things were, and he's hoping to revive the lovers for his campaign and things. He just can't keep up with it. He fears he's weak. Rusher's weak, has walked out on him, so the next thing is going to just be manipulating more stuff, fake documents, and the final outcome is he's just done. What? There's just, there's nothing. What? There's just nothing. What do you mean? Temperance. He goes, he's done. This has just gone blank. Nothing else. Like, okay, I am not even going there. I am not going there. What's your challenge with this blackmail? The rusher. The challenge is pleasing rusher. Getting the votes. And you're covered in the propaganda machine. There's no one, there's no mercenaries, there's nothing left to help you out. He cannot finish this completion of handing things over. It's gone to Mamala. Oh boy, this is going to be a doozy, you guys. I have never had him go blank and shut up, man. This is PEB saying, will you shut up, man? And he shut up. That's crazy. How are you guys doing? Hi, Mystic. How are you? Okay. Anything else? Anything else, you guys? Anything else? Let's get some pretty cards out. I know exactly. This will be the last thing. You guys are going to like this because we haven't looked at this deck in a long time. This is for We the People. We the People. I love these cards, you guys. We the People. This is for We the People. Show us We the People this week. So, as this, I'm just going to follow the moon. So this moon is here, beginnings and endings, transformation. So right now it's like Sunday. This will be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We get to this new moon. I'm going to pull cards for these days so that whatever happens, you guys, go to the card on what to do that day. Got it? Does that make sense? So I love these cards. The only thing I dislike about them is that they're just so totally, completely impossible to shuffle. Like this is how I have to shuffle. Like that. Or just maybe one at a time. But maybe, you know, they just want to stay pretty because I'm kind of hard on cards, right? Yes, we want to be pretty and pure. Okay, so the card we want for today, Sunday, the rest of Sunday, heading into tomorrow, because there's like a propaganda machine getting ready to hit us by Monday morning when we wake up. It's already in motion. They've got it going right now. So we the people, what do you want us to do? Oh my gosh. The rest of today. There's a lot of fighting going on. A lot of chaos going on. Of anything else, this is not an invitation to fight. This is an invitation here in the 8th house, Scorpio, X-ray vision. Look at the details of what's being fought about. How is this conflict? Why is it all of a sudden showing up in your experience? What triggered that? You don't even need to look at what the deeper messages are. No, be the observer of the conflict. Why is this coming into your experience? Because it's almost like you're trying to uncover the propaganda in your life and how it's hitting you. Notice how you're feeling, how everybody's acting around you. Okay? Because this is what this quarter moon is setting up for the rest of the week. Being mindful, be centered. I showed you how to ground your bodies at the beginning of this. Do that. And so tomorrow, the moon will be in Leo still. It'll be in the later degrees Leo. Donald is going to get super abusive. He's going to get, oh my gosh, he's going to be super, just gross. The worst behavior. So as that goes on, moving forward, I cannot grab all these. Moving forward tomorrow. The Three of Wands. This, I think, PEB had this here. He has a plan. Go to PEB's website on transition. Look for the details about moving forward and the plans. Stay above the fray. Soar above all of this. Look for the details. There are so many with you. There's guidance for you if you look for it. Tomorrow's going to be messy. Keep your mind clear. On Tuesday, this moon will be in Virgo. And when moon is in Virgo with the Republican Party, this is when they tend to be their worst when it comes to misogyny and the supremacy stuff. That's going to be flaring again. So come Tuesday, Monday into Tuesday, to deal with that, trust the government and the structures, our allies, because this is lands far away. There is a plan in place. Tell yourself this is what you're going to do each day. This is your roadmap every day. This is going to be whipping around at every moment to catch you off guard. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be a shock for donholio. It's just, oh my gosh, what do we got to do Wednesday? So on Wednesday, be the fool, you guys. Go to the beach. Find a rainbow. The best of you. Free-spirited. New beginnings. Embrace the new beginnings that are being offered. This colorful, wonderful newness. This is what's crowning Washington, D.C. Go there. They do not want us to go there, but it is in pixie dust sprinkled all over our nation. Thursday. The moon is still over the skies of Washington, D.C. Lots of desire out there. The Five of Blades, the Five of Swords. This is Thursday. Someone is very angry, questioning results, decisions made with judgments that are going to feel unfair, I think, to him. But this is whipping up energies. Mars goes direct the following day. So this is kind of this tenuous feel of that energy getting ready to wake up for everything we've been through. It's okay to savor the win. This is going to try to talk you out of it. You get to enjoy what you want to enjoy. If you want to enjoy it, savor it. Friday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday now. Mars goes direct. The moon is moving into Scorpio. Mars direct, we're right at the balsamic moon. When we're at the end of these moons, that is when we're shown usually the ugliest stuff that we want to transform, that are the most uncomfortable, that make us weep and feel weak. It's just because things are being unearthed, brought to the surface and the consciousness for a reason, so that at the new moon you address it and eliminate it, okay? So Mars direct, Friday. Four of Wands. Now that looks like an Aloha Friday. Mars direct, celebration. Get Aloha Friday in your calendar right now, because make your plan, get your beverage of choice. It's waiting for you. And as we head into the new moon in Scorpio on Saturday, could that not be more beautiful? We are the world. This is the promise. The new moon in Scorpio, the world, endings, new beginnings. We're done with this cycle. You guys, the one thing I've never talked about with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, Pluto is one of the rulers of Scorpio. Pluto right now, being in Capricorn, is disposited by Saturn. It's so harmonious for these two. This is transformation on so many levels. Scorpio's been watching since this Saturn-Pluto conjunction happened in January. It's been painful. We have transformed on so many levels. But that's what we had to do to get here. These are our new moon wishes. I think it's the 13th. This is the promise. And with the other ruler, Mars, going direct, it's assured. Mars will defend us at home. We couldn't ask for a more beautiful hint at the new moon on Scorpio. We are complete. I'm totally complete. I feel good. I love it. I love this reading. Thank you so much, moderators. Thank all of you for coming. Take care of you. Smile. Work those smile muscles. We are done with these fear frowns. We're coming out beautiful. Protect one another. Stay safe, you guys. I love you. Thank you so much. And, is Linda Foster here? Good to see you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful week. You have all the tools you need this week. We got this. We got it. Okay. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.